I was hit with a mortar, and I was badly wounded, and my buddy yelled, "Medic, medic!" And he got a medic over there, and they stuffed me up real good and stopped me from bleeding to death. Now, how many would agree that I am probably prejudiced in favor of the buddy system? How many would buy that? You know, I think it's a good deal. How many of you in your lives ever felt that maybe you could stand having a buddy? How many? Let's ask it this way. How many of you are really screwed up right now? Well, about 20%. Well, let's change it then. How many of you work with people that are really screwed up? Sure. Everybody's screwed up today. No, look at the mess we got in this world. I mean, how many of you feel real comfort about what's happening about education in this state right now? How many of you say, "Man, I don't know what's going on. It doesn't make any sense."
Watch and listen to portions of presentations by humorist and motivational speaker Art Fettig. Listen to Art during the next 15 minutes and be amazed at how similar positive results can also be brought to your organization. A professional speaker will make a significant difference at your next meeting or convention. That is, if you hire the right speaker.
You spoke about passion, being passionate in your job.
Right.
And then the way you spoke with compassion. You know, you made us feel that, yeah, this is an important job for us.
The whole presentation is based on having the love and the aloha for the people that you try to serve in safety. And that's what it boils down to. And that's what you tell us if I do. Right. You do it so well.
Your particular newsletter I got, and I couldn't put it down. I mean, I kept reading it, and I said, honey, this guy's fantastic. This is something that is written from the heart, and he really is on the right road to what this is really all about.
You do an outstanding job of keeping people inspired, and in fact, I carry one of your books around in my briefcase. A lot of times when I'm flying, I'll pull it out and just run through it and get a recharge on some things. So.
The people in Hawaii need a little bit of a boost every once in a while, and we certainly get that from you, and we appreciate you coming all the way from Michigan to help us out.
Whether it be in Hawaii or the other 49 United States, in Canada or abroad, Art Fettig inspires audiences as he wins a personal commitment for change, for a new level of excellence in their lives and in their profession. He brings a wealth of wisdom, humor, and hope. Art provides clean, inoffensive humor with stories that stick in your mind as they teach, inspire, and provide a message that will touch your attendees' lives and produce a positive action. Art Fettig knows how hard some program planners and committees work to find the right speaker, but so often they miss the mark completely with their choice.
And I asked myself as I walked away, which of these roles do I choose to play? Am I a builder who works with care, measuring life with a rule and square? Am I shaping each deed with a well-made plan, patiently doing the best I can? Or am I a wrecker who walks the town, content with the labor of tearing down? And I ask you all, what are you? You builders? Or are you wreckers? I think you're builders. I don't think you asked for this job. Maybe not in the beginning. But I don't think you asked to get out of it either, or you wouldn't be here. And I hope it catches like a fever, like it has in my life. It keeps growing and growing. Just say yes to believing you're special. Just say yes to being kind. Just say yes to caring for others. Just say yes to improving your mind. Just say yes to trying harder. Just say yes to hanging in. Just say yes to growing daily. Just say yes to learning to win. Just say, hey there, I'm somebody and you are too. Let's do our best. Stand up, listen to what is right, respect yourself, and just say yes. Yeah. So I did 15 minutes. I did 20 minutes. I did 30 minutes. Then the kids said, one of the kids raised their hand, yes, do you have a Just Say No song? Sure, we play the Just Say No, look him in the eye and just say no, like that, We play that song and somebody says, one of the other kids, do you have a song on somebody, that I'm somebody? Sure, we play that song. We go on and on. I did an hour with these kids. They're like angels, spellbound. What a terrific audience. So I get all done and take a bow, and this little tiny angel, just the most beautiful little Hawaiian girl you ever saw, about 5 years old, raises her hand. And I said, yes. And she said, Mr. Fettig, would you sign my poem sheet? And I said, sure I will. And 300 kids raised their hand. Well, will you sign mine? And I said, sure. And so I said, I'll go over to the piano here where I can write. And I went over and I took this little girl with me. And I signed the poem and I handed it to her. And she goes just like this. And I thought she wanted to whisper something. So I leaned way down. She puts her arms around me and she gives me a kiss. And I don't know what it was about that audience, but God, I just cried and tears are rolling down my eyes. 300 kids stood in line quietly. Honest, at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, while I signed each one of their poems, and each one of them went like this, and they gave me a kiss. We found out that Sue is the kind of person, this actually happened. She got on a plane that pulled into Atlanta, and it had one of those docking problems. How many of you ever had a docking problem where you sit, and it's just the most frustrating. You get in on time, and they say there's going to be an hour delay before we can get a docking spot. And so the people are sitting there, and they're getting tenser and tenser. And how many of you ever had that feeling? You just, you're missing your meetings, and the world is going to close in on you. And Sue actually jumped up in the plane, and she said, I think we need a song right now. Who'll sing Amazing Grace with me? And she had that whole plane singing 4 choruses of Amazing Grace with the key change. The whole thing, that's just the way she was. She sees a problem. Well, we went into this Hiawassee thing, this little, big arena, and the 4 of us, and the place was jammed, and they'd been having contests all day, for 2 days, in fact, of the best country groups, the singing groups and the musical groups, and people have been in that arena for 2 days, and here it is at 8 o'clock at night, and the big show, the winners are there, and we sat down in the last 4 seats in the back of the room, and Sue says, this air is foul in here. And I said, I didn't do it, I'm innocent, it ain't me. She says, no, she says, this air is foul in here. And she says, I'll take care of that. She stands up, she goes back to the table, the guy running the thing, he was with the Lions, I think, that sponsored it. And she says, this air is foul in here. And he says, well, I can't do anything about it, lady. I'm assigned to sit at this table. I mean, he didn't have any tickets or money, he just had the table. And how many of you ever run into people like that? This is my territory, by gosh, and I'm going to what are you supposed to be doing here? I don't know. I'm the only one here, and I'm supposed to stay here at the table. She says, that's okay. I'll take care of it. She walked up to a fellow sitting there, and she says, this air is foul in here. Will you help me? Instead of help me, in South, she talks Southern. She's a real Southern lady. And she said, come on. And they went back way in the corner, and they had these huge steel doors, and the 2 of them, with some help from a couple other people, swung this huge steel door there. This place was miserable up until then. The band was lethargic and playing, and the people are sitting there going like this, trying to breathe. There was no oxygen in that hall. It was warm. It was miserable. It was foul. And this one door goes up, and you could feel the beautiful country Georgia air coming in the door. She walks all the way over to the other side and said, this air is foul in here. Bang goes the other door, and here's this terrific cross circulation. The air starts coming in. The people start getting pumped up, and they get more and more excited, and the band starts playing, and everybody's going, hey, boy, they're having a regular hoedown. She changed the entire environment. One person, just one person. 3,000 people did nothing that sat in that foul air. One person takes action can change the whole environment, change the entire performance, change the entire concert, change the whole world. The power of one person who will take some action.
Art Fettig knows how hard some program planners and committees work to find the right speaker, but so often they miss the mark completely with their choice. Art Fettig is a veteran of nearly 4,000 exciting presentations with audiences ranging in size from 3 people to over 12,000. Art Fettig is the right speaker to make a significant positive difference at your next important meeting or convention. He works with meeting planners to determine their exact goals for a meeting, and then custom builds a presentation to surpass those goals. If you want the peace of mind, know that you've hired a speaker that will come through for you and surpass your meeting goals every time. Then hire a proven professional. Hire Art Fettig today.